Hello, everybody. Uh, Good morning. Uh, Came to bring you a bit of morning cheer. Uh, I guess it's spontaneous. Ain't really spontaneous, but it is what it is. I had actually had something else different that I was going to do, but the plans happened to change. So I said, "Well, shoot, since I already got this live set up to go, I'm gonna come on here and just mess around for a second, uh, for the sake of the algorithm, because no, you don't know, but nevertheless, I titled this video. Because I just had to think of something on the fly to talk about. It's just, I think I titled, I said, uh, preparedness, or uh, let me look at what I called this. That's crazy. I don't know what I call it, but I said just like it said something like being prepared. Preparedness is damn, hold on. That's a shame flag, but y'all see what time now. Really, this would be my evening time because I'm a third shift person. Um, And like I said, I just came on here just to be fucking around. It ain't like I get thousands of views or whatever, so I really don't have. In times when I am, um, call myself being prepared and having my speech together. Now, all this pretty much every time is freestyle. Got my little pen blunt. I actually thought I estimated more weed in here, but I really didn't need that much. I was trying to roll me a small, little thing. But hold on. I'll be putting the link in there in my stream yards, and I look, you know, just for the sake, of any just random individual who come on my shit, and it's kind of like a test for me, I guess an experiment for me because I work on page, I work on one particular page, and I've been on pages where, you know, I don't know, no, I do know, I don't know why I keep on saying I don't know. Even in pages that's you gonna get some hate. You gonna get some type of motive. And this right here, this StreamYard shit go from I gotta have it going to like 3 to 5. I can have it go to several platforms. Now, uh the particular in this, let me not stop talking about this shit, but um the name of this shit, let me get out of here. Let me not stop talking. Fortune is a blessing for the prepared. That's what it was. Fortune is a blessing. All right, don't talk to. I ain't trying to talk to myself. Um, and when I say that, what I mean by that is, you know, we have goals and aspirations and things that we want to accomplish. I had to turn off the other air because it's noisy and it interferes with the sound on the shit. But we have all types of goals and aspirations and things that we desire to do. Now, in order to reach another plane or reach a goal or accomplishment, generally you have to do some type of work. It might be mental work, but most of the time it's like a combination of physical work and mental work. And sometimes you have to work on your spirit so you'll be prepared for whatever blessing you might have. Uh, but that's what it is. You're preparing yourself for whatever comes to you. Uh, if let's say how do I put this? And I had this quick little thought. I said, "Well, shit." I thought about like when you're little and it's time like the summertime. Um, you might be playing outside and having a good time, and you in your play clothes, whatever, blase woo skippy. Um, but then you might go in the house and get some water or something like. But now somehow you figure out that your mama girl to go somewhere. Uh, Now you want to go. And she probably was hurry up trying to get ready so you wouldn't be in a position to ask to go. But uh, whether you get to go depends on two things. I guess a couple of things. Whether or not she grants you the invitation to go, um, or you're prepared to go because you've been outside playing in the summer. You smell like outside. You probably got dirty, you sweaty. Your mama clean. She got uh that Chanel on, or even just on some old school Gina Tay shit or Sand the Sable. Uh, get ready to go out. Um, she ain't dug around no dirty. Nah, I'm gonna stop. I ain't put it on my mom because I know we didn't went dirty, and most of the time we got to go clean though. But I say all that to say, being prepared. You have to you get preparedness. Um, when an opportunity comes, whether whatever type of opportunity comes in whatever type of profession or industry. Let's say, for example, just for something as simple as we since we live doing filming. Let's say, for example, it might be an acting role in a sitcom, a movie, or some type of project, and then somebody who's making this project sees you and said, "Well, that person would be excellent for this film." Uh, you may or may not even have the goal or aspiration to be an actor, but and you may not have had any particular classes or training to be an actor, but for some reason you happen to just either be prepared or appear prepared when this person with this opportunity came to you and said, well, can you say this? You look like you'd be perfect for this particular thing I want you to do. Whether you had intentionally took training or whatever to get prepared for that opportunity to do that particular type of thing, creative activity such as acting, singing, or whatever. We talk about acting. Whether you've been professionally trained or not, because there's people that be professionally trained and make it their life and they prepare, but they don't have the fortune of somebody approaching them and saying, "Well, I want you to do this, and you have the opportunity to do this." So they have to keep on. They go about their way and try to figure out some other way in order to get in, but they also make sure that they remain prepared. Uh, I don't know. They say this type of shit happen overnight. I don't know what kind how my personality conveys on this motherfucker because, like I say, I don't get I might get some of my people come through and fuck with me, and I come on at particular times of the day and the night. So maybe that might be part of it. When people come on here, they don't necessarily they don't come with the bullshit because really I sometimes I be wanting it because I kind of feed off of that, but you know for some reason I'm not even getting granted the privilege of negative comments, let alone positive comments, let alone comments that are uh, relevant to whatever the topic is. Now, I wouldn't talk the way I talk if I didn't have a history in regards to fucking with this internet shit, and due to the fact that I know the shit I talk is shit that is pertinent or relevant or or tied into the culture of the Negro internet social media culture sphere of political economic shit. And I wouldn't have that much to say. Uh, I also wouldn't have that much to say that if I hadn't already established myself as being able to build a platform before building a platform was a thing that in which one would aspire to in the effort to monetize a platform. I had a whole bunch of followers on my. I didn't know what that shit meant on Facebook. I don't know what I didn't even know what Facebook was paying when I got the followers I got. I still got them, and you would think that me having them and having. I'm talking about that shit. I don't mean to be talking about that shit because really don't matter like that. If I'm talking about this shit because ain't nobody on here to watch. Ain't nobody on here to talk. Ain't nobody on here to tell me, and we don't want to hear you talk about that. Ain't nobody here to question me about why I'm talking about that. What is my specific? Are you just crying the blues, or do you have some specific information and evidence to prove the shit you say? But fortune is a blessing for the prepared. Uh, I don't know how this goes. Um, you don't know which way the blessing gonna come. You don't know from whence the fortune gonna come, and how it's gonna come, and what you gonna do to get to it. Whether it's just gonna be brought to you. You know, you just need to be ready for it. I always say it, and I mean, I guess it's something that I carry, and it keeps me in my mind. It kind of keeps me on my square. Something my grandpappy used to say. One of the things, early bird catches the worm. Of course, early to bed, early to rise, make a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. Yeah, I sleep odd hours, but I understood that, man. Get you some rest, and so you'll be ready. The thing that I hold, a man's word is his bond. Now I had heard this all my life, but then I got to fish and I missed 5% of it. Word is bond. I said, yeah, this sounds familiar. So I thought, I never really learned a day's mathematics, but I built with the gods. Um, a man's word is his bond. If a man don't do what he says he's going to do as his bond, then he won't be blessed. So if I even, and it comes in, and what that comes down to is, standing on what you say. Don't be out here selling wolf tickets. Even the most, even I do my best to not even fall short on the most basic lie. Not even tell that type of lie. If I say that I'm going to do something, or even iterate, yeah, I'm thinking about doing something, and I still got to let you know whether or not before the time comes, am I going to do it or not. It is my intention and my wholehearted endeavor to make sure that I stand on my word as my bond, in order to ensure that you won't be discouraged in your reliability of my on my reliability, and then the reliability of my punctuality, of my presence, of my the reliability of my word. Yeah, man. I don't know. Shit, ain't nobody told me shit. Cause I guess in a way, you know, because I really I attempt to figure this out just by even watching people who are successful, and I say, well, shoot, some of the words in which this person is trying to say, and I mean, I guess this is being the grammar Nazi, or some of some of these niggas can't even halfway talk, and the shit they talk about be I can't talk. That sounds too much like maybe I am hating. Maybe I've been patient long enough that I need to do some of it. I'm doing it a particular kind of way because um, there are other ways I can do it as my personality. Being an introvert, you tend to make friends with yourself, and you make more than one friend with yourself. And if you know, you know. But in that pride, all it is, the point I'm saying is that you're able to tap in and play multiple types of roles if necessary, and emit all kind of personalities per se. Uh, I try to play. I attempted to play square. Um, I attempted to halfway play. Ignorance, just incendiary. Just say shit that, you know. I know y'all get mad when I say nigga. I know y'all get mad when I talk about your beloved celebrity figures and politicians and things of that nature. But the thing about that is that I guess maybe that's part of my curse too. Be not even necessarily curse. Part of my issue too is that before I really decided, well, instead of doing all the typing all day, typing all day back and forth with people. When I did type back and forth with you all people, uh, from my perspective, it didn't go well. I mean, and it's not necessary for me to do. I'm not yank pulling on my own shit like that, but it's like, well, hell, uh, if I have a discussion with you and we talking facts and fiction, and I ask you questions and you ask me questions, answers questions, and they get to the point where we reach an impasse to the point where uh, if it's a issue, whether it's something true or false, and you see what I've said based on the evidence and the data and the documentation in which I have, you cannot deny what I'm saying is true. Now your ego might be like you don't necessarily want to acquiesce to that, but that's part of the game. What else can you do than be bitter with it, than appear bitter with it, appear an unsportsman type person. But I don't know, man. Like I said, I set up to do this live, and I said since I already got it set up, let me think of something. And the plans changed. Okay, first the plans changed. So I said, "Fuck, plans changed, but I already got this set up, ready to go." So I said, well, let me think of something nigger. Uh, Fortune is a blessing for the prepared. Sound good. Sound like it makes sense. Sound like something that really does make logical and reasonable, rational sense. Shit. But then again, you think about it. Some people been waiting to get. Some people been prepared and ready, and standing by the front door with their galoshes on, waiting to get paid all their motherfucking life, or waiting to get some type of motion all their life. But fortune hasn't brushed past their preparedness. Once again, you go just from the mindset of those who have that type of mindset, they operate on that vibration. You remain encouraged. You remain positive. You know, it ain't in your time. Like the old folks, it ain't in your time, baby. It's in his time. That is, if you believe in things, if you believe in that form of high power. Uh, don't be afraid. Don't be nervous. Don't be trepidatious. Don't be fretful. Don't be angry. Don't be jealous. Be ready. Be prepared. You know, because you never know. You opportunities pass people every time and all times of the day or all times of their life. And being prepared is not necessarily a long and lengthy process. Being prepared is just being. It oftentimes can be just being focused and paying attention because sometimes your opportunity or your fortune might walk a foot away from you across your face, but you're distracted by something that don't necessarily mean jack shit for lack of better terms. So you missed that. You missed that fortune because you were unprepared. You were attentively unprepared. Peace and love, niggas. Nigga nation or nothing. Thank you for your time.